the topic for this day is migration. So, ano bang ibig sabihin ng migration? Migration. Okay, migration is the movement of organism from one place to another. Migration can mean to the seasonal movement of animals. For example, some species of birds migrate to warmer areas during winter and return home in spring. Okay, so ibig sabihin lang guys ng migration is yung paglipat ng isang living organism to one place to another place. So, ano lang, kumbaga, hindi siya pang permanente. Okay? Babalik din siya. Kaya lang siya aalis because of some reason. Okay? So immigration naman is the movement of people from their home country to another country with the goal of becoming permanent resident. So ito naman is kabaliktaran or reciprocate ng migration. So ang immigration naman is the permanent resident na kaya siya lilipat. So, anong pinagkaiba ni migration at immigration? Si migration to indicate non-permanent relocation. Okay, alis lang siya because of some reason. Pero babalik din siya. Hindi katulad ng immigration as a permanent one. Okay, kumbaga, pang-permanent na siya na doon titira or doon mag-i-stay. Okay? Citizenship. So, sa citizenship is the status of a person as a legal member of sovereign state. Nationality is another term for citizenship. So, pag sinabi natin citizenship, guys, ito yung if you're a Filipino, then if you're Japanese, Chinese, that's the citizenship. And madalas natin siya nakikita sa mga every time na nag-fill out tayo ng mga sa resume, sa mga if you were applicant na kumbaga mag-fill out ka ng mga forms, okay, madalas nandoon yung citizenship na tinatawag. So, there is also a multiple citizenship. A person can also a citizen of more than one country. The most common form is the dual citizenship, where person is the citizen of two countries, but it is also possible for a person to be a citizen of three or more countries. Pero guys, very common kasi yung pagiging dual citizen lang. Okay? Yun yung pinaka-common sa na-encounter natin. Okay? So, and there is also a country na hindi sila nag-aalaw ng multiple citizenship. Okay? Some country completely prohibit it. Okay? Kumbaga, hindi nila pinapayagan yon. So, ang number one example niyan is Spain. Spain allows dual citizen only doon sa mga na-colonize nila. Like for example, the Philippines. 'Di ba na-colonize nila ang Philippines before? So that's why si Philippines pwede mag-dual citizen sa bansa nila. Pero kung hindi ka nila na-colonize, hindi ka pwedeng mag-dual citizen dun sa bansa nila. Okay? 'Di ba meron tayong mga half American and half Filipino, half Chinese and Filipino, 'di ba? 'Yun yung mga dual citizen na tinatawag. So why people migrate? There are two factors why people migrate. The first one is the push factors. Push factors are the negative condition that drive people to leave a particular area. So ito yung mga negative condition. That's why Filipinos or a people, okay, na specific area umaalis, okay? Because number one, when it comes to economic, poverty and the low employment and livelihood opportunities is one of the most common reasons why people leave their home countries. So, for example, is the Philippines, di ba? Most of the Filipinos seek employment in abroad. Okay? That's why umaalis sila. Pero babalik din naman sila. Kasi nga, this is only a migration. So, kaya lang naman sila naghahanap buhay is para makaangat sa buhay, 'di ba? 'Yun naman ang ini-aim nila. Okay, that's why people seek employment abroad. Okay? Most of the Filipinos. Okay, next is the cultural. So sa cultural guys naman is In some cases, ethnic and religious conflict can cause people to leave their countries. Because guys, we have different kinds of perspectives. Aminin natin or hindi, di ba? Meron tayong iba't ibang pananaw. Okay? When it comes to religion, when it comes to culture and ethnic. So that's the okay. Kung ano ang pinakakailangan lang natin gawin is to respect, okay? To respect the perspectives of each other. Okay? So, kaya umaalis yung mga ibang tao dun sa isang bansa because nagkakaroon sila ng judgment. Okay? Hindi ginagalang or hindi binibigay ng respeto yung culture na meron sila. Na dapat, let's give respect to them because every one of us has its own perspectives in life. Okay? Next is the political. So when it comes to political, throughout history, the rule of oppressive political regimes has caused countless people to leave their countries. And the number one example of that is the North Korea. We all know that Korea is a military dictatorship. That's why many people there, okay, escape to that country. Okay? Kasi nga, ayaw nila ng gulo. Okay, 'di ba? Ikaw ba, gusto mo ba mag-stay sa magulo na politika? 'Di ba na? 'Di ba now? Okay, that's why some people escape from that country because they don't want the military dictatorship. And the last is the environmental. When it comes to the environmental, devastating natural events such as earthquakes and disease that threaten people's lives can cause a sizable portion of the population to migrate. Of course, 'di ba? The reason of other people kung bakit sila lumilipat or umaalis sa isang lugar is it because prone ito sa bagyo, prone ito sa mga earthquakes, landslide, and tsunamis and other disasters. So that's why people migrate, okay? Kasi hindi na nila nakakaya yung mga disaster na napagdadaanan. So the next factor is the pull factors. This is the reciprocate of push factors. Okay? These are the positive conditions that attract people to particular location. Kumbaga kanina, kaya sila umaalis kasi kailangan. Ito naman kasi na-attract sila, that's why mag-i-stay sila. Number one is the economic. When it comes to economic, guys, di ba, there are places or there are country that is underdeveloped pa. So that's why people migrate there or pumupunta for stay na, okay, for kumbaga pang matagalan na kasi nga for them or every one of us naman 'di ba, we're aiming for a better, okay, we're aiming for a better future. So that's why mas pipiliin nila yung mas developed country rather than the underdeveloped countries. Okay? Next is the cultural. Of course, when it comes to cultural, people flee their countries because of ethnic or religious reason. Would consequently want to migrate to a place where people are tolerant of their culture. Kumbaga, walang judge. Okay? Walang judgmental. Okay? Doon sila sa bansa na kung saan hindi sila i-judge, i-respect kung ano ang culture nila, i-respect kung ano yung perspectives nila. Okay, next is the political. When it comes to political, di ba, maganda yung payapa ka dun sa bansa or dun sa lugar na pupuntahan mo. Okay? So, kumbaga yung hindi ka kakabahan na, ay, may gera mamaya. Okay? Kumbaga, you are free whatever you want to do. Okay? Hindi ka walang pipigil. Okay? Pero of course, malalaki na tayo, alam na natin ang tama sa mali. Di ba? Next, and then next is an environment. Okay? So, of course, 'di ba? Dahil nga kaya ka nang migrate, one of the reason is your country is prone of these disasters. Okay? But, 'di ba? Pipili ka kung saan yung lugar na wala masyadong malabo kasi hindi ma-experience ang ano ba, ang kahit anong disaster. Any kind of disaster, lahat ng bansa pwedeng maranasan. Okay? So, ikaw, siguro, pipiliin mo yung environment or yung bansa na kung saan very minimal lang yung ano, okay? Very minimal yung pagkakaroon ng mga disaster. Okay? So next is the refugees. Refugees force migration. So sometimes people leave their homes because of immediate danger. These people are called refugees. A refugee is a person who has been forced to leave his or her country because of human conflict, natural disaster, or political persecution. So when it comes to refugees, guys, ano bang pinakaiba ng refugees kay immigration or immigrant? So when we say immigrant, this is by this is by choice. Choice nila ang pagstay or ang pag-alis at tumira sa isang lugar, specific area. Then ang refugees, no choice sila, kaya sila aalis. Kasi nga, ang buhay nila pwedeng maging danger dun sa bansang yon. Okay? Ulitin ko, immigrant is by choice and refugees is no choice. Okay? Immigrant is have made choice, refugees is no choice. Okay, migration of Filipinos. So there are currently 98.39 million Filipinos. Out of it, 10.45 million either permanently or semi-permanently reside overseas. That is more than 10% of the country's population, making Filipinos the world's second biggest population of migrants. So, 'di ba, mapapansin niyo naman, 'di ba, kung aware kayo sa surroundings niyo, 'di ba? Filipinos, mas madaming Filipino talaga ang nagiging OFW. Okay? Or nang nagmamigrant sa iba't ibang bansa upang sa ganun kumita ng mas malaki. Okay? Filipino labor migration. Okay? Based on statistics collected by the Philippine Overseas Employment and Administration or POEA, 2.35 million contracts were given to overseas Filipino workers or OFWs in 2015. So, di ba ganun kadami ang nag-iibang bansa? Okay? Upang, kumbaga, ano din makipagsapalaran. Okay? Kasi nga, gusto nila is maiahon ang kanilang pamilya, 'di ba, dito sa bansa natin. Out of this total number of overseas Filipino workers, 1.82 million belong to land-based jobs, while more than half a million, 519,000 to be exact, belong to the sea-based jobs. Of those with land-based job, 1.20 million are new hires, while 614,000 are rehired. So, imagine, di ba guys, 1.82 million, sila yung mga domestic helper, so yung mga doctor, basta yung mga land-based job sa ibang bansa, and the 519,000 to be exact is yung mga seafarer natin, yung mga nagwo-work sa barko or sa cruise ship. Okay? So, the top destination of OFWs are Middle Eastern countries. 'Di ba? Mapapansin niyo naman, madalas Saudi Arabia. 'Di ba? Other top destination are neighboring Asian countries. Okay? Like the mga Singapore. Okay? So, there are top 10 destinations for OFWs. The number one is the Saudi Arabia. Number two is United Arab Emirates. Singapore, Qatar, Kuwait, Hong Kong, Taiwan, Malaysia, Oman, and Bahrain. So, yan yung mga top destination ng OFWs. And madalas, actually guys, soon, di ba, half of their population, Filipinos na. Okay? Kasi nga, pupunta sila sa ibang bansa upang sa ganun mabigyan ng sapat na kumbaga mabigyan ng mga makakain ang kanilang pamilya na nandito sa Pilipinas. Okay? So OFW remittance, overseas Filipino workers are valuable asset to the Philippine economy because they send home money from other countries contributing to the growth of the local economy. Dahil guys, iba nga, malaki ang palitan dito sa ating bansa. Diba, imagine $1 only. Ang cost sa atin is 50 ay 45. Sige, to be exact. Kumaga malinis. Okay, 45. So, tumataas, okay? Asset talaga ang mga OFW sa Filipino economy na nagpapataas sa local economy natin. Okay? So, that's all for today. I hope you learned something today.